Okay. At this time, I will introduce Honorable Judge Deborah Lukens, and we will start the swearing in of council. First up is Council Member Karen Tutino. If you could come forward.
Do solemnly swear. Support, obey, and defend. That I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
And the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
And I will discharge my duties.
And I will discharge my duties.
Of this office.
Of this office.
With fidelity.
With fidelity.
Put the hand on the Bible. Down. Yeah.
Did you get it?
Oh, he's behind me. Stand by myself. Not even close. 6, 7.
Okay, who's going to hold the Bible? The boys, each one of you put your hand on it. There you go. Let's have Grandma put it on this time. And repeat after me. I, Jane Flanagan.
I, Jane
Do
Flanagan,
solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
To support, obey, and defend.
to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United
The
States,
Constitution of this Commonwealth.
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
And I will support my duties.
and I will support my duties
Of this office.
of this office
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Good job.
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, he went to get his little cousin. These are the cutest little guys. Oh,
Okay, guys, you want to hold this? Yes. I, Colleen Leonard. Do solemnly swear. To support, obey, and defend.
To support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
Constitution of this Commonwealth.
The Constitution of this Commonwealth.
And I will support my duties.
And I will support my duties
Of this office.
of this office
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're good now.
Want to wait a couple minutes?
No, we're good.
I was here. Sure. Okay, ready? I, Tina Sokolowski.
I, Tina Sokolowski,
Do solemnly swear.
solemnly swear
To support, obey, and defend.
to support, obey, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States,
The Constitution of this Commonwealth.
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
And support my duties.
and support my duties
Of this office.
of this office
With fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
I guess, yeah, put the judge before she leaves.
Sure.
Okay.
Judge Lukens, can we get a picture with all of the newly elected?
Just like traditional.
Photo bomb picture.
I could have. I could have. What, photobomb?
Mayor Aronson, I will turn the meeting over to you.
By the authority vested in me, I hereby declare this meeting of the Conshohocken Borough Council duly open and ready to conduct any business that may come before it. Roll call.
Councilmember Tatino.
Present.
Councilmember Griffin.
Here.
Councilmember Flanagan.
Here.
Councilmember Leonard.
Here.
Councilmember Sokolowski.
Here.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Stokely.
Here.
Mayor Aronson.
Here.
Rise for prayer.
Prayer? Yep.
O divine Master, in deep humility, we place ourselves, our thoughts, and our plans in thy hands. We beg thee to fill our minds and our wills with the gifts of wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, and piety. Help us not to think of self or personal desires, but rather consider the responsibilities laid upon us. Help us to promote as far as possible the welfare of our people and to treat them with impartiality and justice. Grant us the power to set a good example in thought, word, and deed, so that thy blessings will be showered upon us and the people we represent. Amen. Pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I am opening nominations for the election of our council president.
I nominate Colleen Leonard.
Now, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Aronson. And now the meeting will get turned over to President Leonard.
Okay. The second item on the agenda is the nomination for the election of Vice President of Borough Council. I would like to nominate Tina Sokolowski.
I second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Steph?
I'm going to go through each letter, and after each letter, I would ask that you make a motion. Letter A, to appoint Stephanie Checco as Borough Secretary and Open Records Officer.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Julie L. Davis of Dunlap and Associates as Borough Treasurer.
I'll make.
That motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Michael Peters of Eastburn and Gray as Borough Solicitor at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Karen McNair of Gilmore and Associates as Borough Engineer at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Christopher Fazio of Remington and Vernick Engineers as Borough Alternate Engineer at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Chuck Christensen of Next Wave Consulting as Borough IT Service Manager at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Dave Nassiter of Obermeyer, Riedman, Maxwell, and Hippel as Special Conflict Counsel for Provco application and case matters at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Bradley Betak and Patrick Harvey of Campbell, Durant, Beatty, Palumbo, and Miller as Borough Labor Attorney at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Brian Keaveney of Pannoni as Borough Traffic Engineer at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Albert Federico of Albert Federico Consulting as Special Conflict Borough Traffic Engineer at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint John Robital of Remington and Vernick Engineers as Commercial Building Inspector at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Thomas Wyatt of Obermeyer, Reedman, Maxwell, and Hippel as Special Counsel for Sewer System Sale Exploration at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint William Chrisman of Lamb Meckerline as Solicitor to the Civil Service Commission at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Michael Clark of Rudolph Clark as Solicitor to the Zoning Hearing Board at the submitted rate schedule.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
I'm a no.
Note for the record that Councilmember Stokely has voted no.
Motion carries.
Designate the Council President, Vice President, and Borough Manager as authorized signers for the Borough's bank accounts and approve BB&T Bank, Pliggett Bank, Fulton Bank, U.S. Bank, TD Ameritrade, Voya, and INR.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Affirm the standing chairs and members of the Borough Boards and Commissions. They include Mark Bonavita-Cola from Board of Code Appeals, Marty Eckert, John Costello, Jack Cole for Civil Service, Matthew Bridenstine, Timothy Beckel, Timothy Snyder, Dominic Rocco for the EAC, Deborah Stovall, Stacey Ellum for the Human Relations Committee, Felix Ramundo, Carol Smith, Kyle Elliott for the Municipal Authority Board, Liz McNeil, Judy Smith-Cressley for Planning Commission, Richard Barton, Gregory Scharf, Mark Danick for Zoning Hearing Board, Marissa Buck, Mackenzie Bralinger, Cecilia King, Nicholas Cerulli, Georgina Weber, Sarah Kratz for the Dog Park Advisory Committee, and Marianne Costello, Rita Montemayor, Betty Stanley, James Flanagan, Stacey Ellum, Julian Morelia, Brian Keaveney, and Chief Metz for the Parking Task Force.
I'll make the motion to affirm the standing chairs and members outlined.
I'm a no for Felix Ramondo.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Adopt the 2020 fee schedule and 2020 land development planning, engineering, and legal review fees.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint various members to boards and commissions, including the vacancy board chair. I will do each of them individually. To appoint Jane Flanagan to the Municipal Authority Board for a 3-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All
Appoint,
opposed? Motion carries.
sorry. Appoint Eliza Laludi to the EAC for a 3-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Jennifer McCracken to the Marywood Park Commission for a 2-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Jason Fortenberry to the Human Relations Commission for a 3-year term.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Janine Riley to the Municipal Authority Board for a 3-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Jacqueline Rocco to the Planning Commission for a 5-year term.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Stacey Ellum to the Planning Commission for a 5-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Matt Bridenstine to the Vacancy Board for a 1-year term.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Janice Vaca to the Zoning Hearing Board for a 5-year term.
I'm going to make the motion to not reappoint Janice Vaca for the 5-year term.
There's a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Appoint Russ Cardamone to the Zoning Hearing Board for a 5-year term.
I'll make that motion.
There's a motion on the floor to appoint Russ Cardamone to the Zoning Hearing Board.
I'll make the motion not to appoint Russ Cardamone.
So we have a motion on the floor, so first we need to go through that motion. So
Okay.
there's a motion, and we'll go by roll call. There's a motion and a second to appoint Russ Cardamone to the Zoning Hearing Board for a 5-year term. Councilmember Tutino.
Yes.
Councilmember Griffin.
No.
Councilmember Sokolowski.
No.
Councilmember Barton.
No.
Councilmember Stokely.
Yes.
Councilmember Flanagan.
No.
Councilmember Leonard.
No.
Motion does not carry.
Okay.
So now we make the
Do
motion.
we need to do another one?
You need to do another motion,
Okay.
if you're so inclined.
I'll make a motion not to reappoint Russ Cardamone.
I'll
the zoning.
second.
All in favor? Aye.
No vote.
All opposed?
No.
Motion carries.
Okay?
Correct.
I will. Just as a clarification, all of those individuals up for reappointment were interviewed on December 4th, and their terms ended in December of 2019. Last motion that I am asking council to consider is to authorize advertisement of all vacant board and commissions.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
There are no new business items under the consent agenda, so the last item on the agenda would be public comment.
Anyone for public comment? I don't have a mallet. Mayor, could you end the, thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Wait. Meeting adjourned.